claps. Hello and welcome to another ski test video from the beautiful village of Le Clusaz. If you're new to our videos, here's the deal. Every year, the Ski Club of Great Britain bring a team of men and women to test hundreds of skis at the SIGB ski test. And we pick the top in each category. And those categories are piste, all mountain and freeride. In this video, we're looking at the freeride category. So for freeride, it's a little bit similar to the all mountain, except that they are going to be slightly wider skis and possibly even more rockered. So we'll look at how wide and how rockered those skis are and how much they float in the off-piste. And what makes a really good freeride ski is something that floats easily in the off-piste, that turns nicely and makes you feel safe and secure and make sure you're having lots of fun. So bearing all that in mind, here are our top picks for this category. This is the Atomic Maven 86C, and we absolutely loved it. It is a lively ski, which means that it will perform short turns and give you that little bit of pop. It's great on choppy snow, on bump runs and things like that. It's really lovely though also in those longer turns that you have in the off-piste, ideally in powder conditions, but it will manage just as well in the slightly wind-blown crust as well. On piste, this is absolutely lovely. It feels like a piste ski. It's got that really sort of amazing intuitive feel that a lot of the Atomic skis have had on this test. And we really enjoyed it. And for us, it was just top of the class. This is ideal for the skier that's looking to start going off piste, but doesn't always feel like they have to, based on the kind of ski that they've got. This will be absolutely fine on piste, but will be perfect when they want to just start exploring. One of the skis that scored really highly for us is this, which is the Head Core 93 WTI. So 93 underfoot, so an absolutely classic freeride construction. They've got, as you can see, a bit of a rockered tip. They're quite a stiff ski, I'd say, almost a slightly traditional freeride ski. So they're quite stiff for the initiation of the turn, which gives you lots of stability and also quite a lot of float, but feeling stable whilst you're doing it. But a slightly softer tail, which means that you can turn out of the turns really easily and you can butter some of the shorter turns if you need to get out of a tricky situation. I say though that these are still geared towards the stronger off-piste skier rather than someone who's looking to sort of just dip their toe into it. And they also perform really nicely on the piste, so you'll have no trouble getting from run to run in between your off-piste shots. The one thing I would say about these head skis is that they have got a slightly higher price point than some of its competitors at £820 with bindings. So it's definitely worth the outlay if you're that kind of skier that's looking for a really challenging, strong ski. But there might be some other skis in the category if you're perhaps not that kind of skier. Before we move into the rest of the video, here's a quick shout out to our sponsors. Huskies for keeping us fed, Alps to Alps Transfers for getting us here, and to Snow+Rock, who are our main sponsors. And now let's get back to the skis. Another ski that we tested in the freeride category is this one. This is the K2 Mindbender 96CW. It was so much fun to ski, and I have to show you first of all the bases. Look at that. Just got to make sure that you look at them from time to time whilst you're skiing along. Figure that out. I have to take you through some of the comments that I made on my phone because I made so many comments about these skis. Great fun, sturdy, floaty, secure, lively and solid for powder, chop and even crusty wind-affected snow. Also good fun on the pistes with a decent amount of grip in the long turns and the short. I mean, this is really a ski that does quite a lot of things that you would ever want to do for a freeride ski and also back on the piste as well. And at a price point of £500, that's a pretty good deal. I recommend you try it. In terms of who this ski is ideally for, this is going to be best for an intermediate to advanced freeride skier. So not somebody who's skiing freeride for the first time, but you know, you don't have to be an absolute pro to get on these skis at all. You know, the skis are going to help you turn, they're going to help you finish the turn as well, and if you don't want to go too fast, they're right there for you. In terms of how these skis fared on the test, we put them alongside the Head pretty much, and we had some really interesting discussions as to which ones we liked best. These ones obviously have quite a lower price point, which is quite interesting. I think these are just a tiny bit livelier, and I would also say that the way that they look and the bases probably pushes them a little bit ahead from the Head. This is the Salomon QST 100 Iceberg Green, and this is in a 170. This was, I would say, our second to top pick in the category, and to be honest, the two top skis for us were really, really close, and again we had an awful lot of interesting discussion about what we felt. These ones in particular, they look great on the top sheet as well as the bases. You're really going to stand out from the crowd in these. Really fun to ski. I would say if you could describe them, they'd be like a ski for the people. They do everything really well that you want a freeride ski to do. Longs and shorts off piste, a nice little rocker, a slightly softer tail to get you out of trouble, and you can charge down the slightly cruddy, choppy off piste without any problems at all. Back on the piste, lovely and smooth in long turns, short turns, you can carve on them and they're stable at speed. Really good fun, and we had a blast.